kids? Kids are fun when they're young. They make you laugh. You know that look? You know that look that comes over their face? You know that I'm taking a crap look? Have you ever seen that one? It comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? They'll just be walking along, la-di-da-di. And then right back to walking again. It doesn't faze them in the least. I got tears coming out of my eyes. The stench, they just go right on playing. New parents, new parents. First time you see that, you have no idea what the hell's going on. You think your kid's possessed by the devil or something. They ponder and they feel, they're speaking those santos. Satan, come out, go into the light, Clarice, go into the light. You ever see your kids and they grab hold of something? You ever see that? Holy crap, that's a two-hander! Get the barbecue tongs! I don't think the diaper genie's gonna cut it! Diaper genie, did you have that piece of crap? That's what people do. Parents buy all that shit when they have their first kid. They coddle their first kid. They buy the covers for the outlets. They buy the locks for the kitchen cupboard. They buy the covers for the doorknobs so your kids can't open the doors. I couldn't open a single goddamn door in my house. My son, no problem. But that's what you do with your first kid. You coddle your first kid. Your first kid falls down, boom, wah, wah. Are you okay? Was your boo-boo? Are you okay? By the time the second kid comes around, you're tired. You don't even give a shit anymore. Second kid falls down, boom, wah, wah. But now you know. Remember the first kid, drop the soother, you pick it up, you boil it, you hit it out. Second kid, drop the soother. Tired. By the time you have 4 kids, you really don't care. That 4th kid can eat gum off the sidewalk, you don't care. What has he got in his mouth? Is it gonna kill him? Screw it, I got more. Tired. I'd like to go to bed, but I can't open the door to my bedroom. Then you start potty training. Oh, that's the worst. Parents will do anything to get their kids out of diapers. You do everything to try to get them to use the potty. You put the Cheerios in. You give them treats afterwards. My son would not use the toilet to save his life. He was afraid there was a monster in there. So we tried and we could not get him to use the toilet. I went to Home Depot because I had to get some stuff to fix my sink. I brought my son with me. And I turned my head for a second. Like, they're fast. They're like the Flash. You just blink and they're gone. Turn back around. There's my son taking a dump in the display toilet. Daddy, look, I'm using the potty. Yeah, you are. What are you going to do? As a parent, what are you going to do? You don't, this is the first time. You don't want to go backward. It's good for you. Daddy's so proud. In fact, Daddy's going to buy this toilet. And he's going to bring it home to remind him to get a vasectomy. 7 is when the attitude starts. They start getting the attitude at 7. I'll tell you that my daughter, when she was 7 years old, they said to her, Katie, you're pissing me off. Swear to God, she looked at me and went, I'm pissing you off. The worst? Teenagers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, anybody own a couple of those? Yeah, you can hear all the parents groan. Because having kids today is kind of like trying to recycle a recycling bin. Eventually they get too old and you're not quite sure how to get rid of it. Put it out on the curb, hoping somebody's gonna take it. Next morning, damn it, still there! Teenage boys are the worst. The smell that comes out of their room is mind-boggling. There's no ozone layer above my house. Environmentalists protest on the street all the time. And it's raging hormones all the time. It's like a folk music festival, tents pitching all over the place. I'm afraid to touch a pillow. I don't walk into any room in my house without making a hell of a lot of noise before I get there. I'm coming down the hall. Whatever you're holding. And we're always out of conditioner. What the hell is that about? Teenage girls, they turn into raging, emotional Tasmanian devils, just spinning around the house. Happy sad, 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 happy sad. I had a great day, Dad. I hate my life. I'll tell you this story. Before COVID, I was doing some shows in Halifax. So I decided I was going to take my 2 teenage kids with me, boy and a girl. And I asked them, I said, do you want to fly or do you want to drive? They said, drive. 20 hours in the car with 2 teenagers. Nobody said a goddamn word. I had to text them to let them know we're stopping for lunch. We get to Halifax, we decide to do some touristy stuff. So we went up to the old fort in downtown Halifax, the Citadel. We're walking up the hill. My son looks over at the water and he goes, Dad, what lake is that? I said, that's Lake Atlantic, son. Not to be confused with Ocean, Ontario. He's gonna live with me forever.